Would you believe me if I told you that a single 2018 penny, yes, the one you may have tossed in a coffee jar, could be worth up to $4.5 million today? That's not science fiction, that's the reality of rare coin collecting. And if you're between 40 and 65, sitting on old change tucked away in drawers or jars, you may already be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Here's the scary part. Most people throw these coins back into circulation, never realizing what they've just lost. Imagine letting millions of dollars slip through your fingers, all because you thought, it's just a penny. And let's be honest, when was the last time you bent down to pick up a penny off the ground? Most of us would rather risk a chiropractor bill than bother. But let me show you why this particular 2018 no-mint mark Lincoln cent is rewriting the rules of coin collecting, and why it could change your financial future. Act 2. The discovery and emotional build. First, let's talk history. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation for more than 100 years, but what makes certain modern coins, like the 2018 no-mint mark cent, so valuable comes down to rarity, errors, and demand. Some 2018 pennies were struck without a mint mark under unusual conditions, and collectors are going wild for them. Think about it, something as small as a coin could transform your lifestyle. A vacation home, financial freedom, retiring earlier than you dreamed, all from a penny you've had lying in a box of change. The beauty here is you don't have to be a Wall Street investor to win big. You just need a keen eye and a little knowledge. By the way, how many times have you checked your change this week? 0? 1? Be honest, probably only when you're fishing quarters out for the laundry, right? Well, it might be time to start paying more attention. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Not every 2018 penny is worth millions. So how do you know if your coin is the jackpot? Stick with me, because in just a moment I'll reveal the telltale signs collectors look for, and how you can cash in. The key is condition and grading. Coins that are untouched, uncirculated, and in mint state condition can skyrocket in value. A 2018 no-mint mark Lincoln cent graded at the highest levels has already fetched up to $4.5 million at private auctions. Imagine holding that coin in your hand. It looks just like every other penny, yet it holds the value of a luxury mansion. And here's the urgent truth. As more of these coins are discovered, the market will shift. Early sellers can secure top dollar, but those who wait may find the values slipping away. This is your moment, your chance to turn something ordinary into extraordinary wealth. And before you think, oh, I'll check later, remember, later is the cousin of never. Don't be that person who discovers a $4.5 million penny only after you've accidentally spent it at a gas station buying coffee. So here's what you need to do next. Go through your change, check those 2018 pennies, and if you find one without a mint mark, don't ignore it. Because that small coin in your hand could be the key to living the wealthy, stress-free lifestyle you've always dreamed of. And in my next video, I'll reveal another everyday coin, even more shocking than this one, that might just be hiding in your wallet right now. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Imagine holding a penny so ordinary, so plain, that you toss it into a jar without a second thought, yet that very coin could pay off your mortgage, buy you a dream vacation, and still leave you with millions in the bank. Yes, I'm talking about the 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that has shocked collectors worldwide, one recently valued at over $4.4 million. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share might just change the way you look at every single coin hiding in your drawers. Now, let's be honest, most of us don't even notice pennies anymore. They slip between couch cushions, collect dust in glove compartments, and rattle around at the bottom of our purses. But here's the terrifying truth. Ignoring that one coin could mean missing out on the biggest financial opportunity of your life. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny doesn't look special. No shining silver, no golden glow, just copper-colored and almost boring. But underneath that simplicity lies a hidden story. A tiny misprint, a minting anomaly, a flaw invisible to the naked eye. These are the secrets that turn a 1-cent coin into a millionaire's ticket. Now let me ask you something. Have you checked your pennies lately? Or are you about to let a fortune slip right through your fingers? And let's be real, Who among us hasn't thrown a penny at a fountain, hoping for luck? Well, throwing this one in the water would be the most expensive wish you ever made. Let's rewind for a moment. The Lincoln cent has been around since 1909, honoring President Abraham Lincoln. Over a century later, it's still in circulation, and the U.S. Mint produces billions every year. With so many coins, you'd expect uniform perfection. But that's exactly where rarity is born. Imperfection.in 2016, a small batch of Lincoln cents left the mint missing a key detail: the mint mark. To the untrained eye, it was nothing. But to expert collectors, it was a lightning strike, a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Graded at the highest levels by professional services, one example stunned the auction block with a staggering $4.4 million valuation. Think about that for a moment. A single coin worth more than luxury cars, beachfront properties, even an early retirement fund. And here's the kicker: it's not locked away in a museum. It could be in your home, your coin jar, or tucked inside an old wallet you haven't opened in years. In just a moment, I'll reveal how to identify whether the pennies you already own could be one of these million-dollar treasures. But first, why are collectors willing to pay this much for what looks like an everyday coin? The answer is simple: scarcity and story. The 2016 no mint mark penny is not just a coin, it's a historical accident, a symbol of rarity, and a financial time bomb waiting to explode. Collectors chase these anomalies because they represent what money can't usually buy: uniqueness. Now here's where you come in. Every single day, people in your very age group are cashing in on coins they once overlooked. A penny turned into a vacation home. Another paid for a child's college tuition. And some? They're living the kind of wealthy, stress-free lifestyle most people only dream about. But time is critical. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to find these coins in circulation. Which means, your window of opportunity is closing. So here's my question for you: will you be the person who finds that life-changing penny? Or the person who looks back one day wishing you had checked? Don't let fear stop you. Let excitement push you. Because inside your collection, inside your pocket, maybe even inside that old coffee can in the garage, could be the coin that turns your entire financial story upside down. And here's the truth: there's more than just the 2016 penny out there. Several other Lincoln cents, quarters, and nickels are quietly trading hands for 6 and 7 figures. In my next video, I'll uncover which ones might already be hiding in your wallet. So don't miss it, because the next coin you spend at the gas station could have been your golden ticket. Imagine this for a second: you reach into your pocket, pull out a simple 2013 Lincoln penny, and without realizing it, you're holding a fortune worth more than $3 million. Yes, I said it. $3.4 million, from a single penny most people wouldn't even bother to pick up off the ground. Now, here's the shocking part: these coins are still out there. People just like you, ordinary collectors, retirees, even grandparents cleaning out old jars of change, have stumbled onto life-changing finds. And yet millions of others have unknowingly spent their treasure at the grocery store checkout. So the question is, will you be the one who cashes in, or the one who misses out? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why the 2013 no mint mark Lincoln cent has become one of the most talked about coins in American numismatic history, how to know if you're holding one, and why time might be running out to take advantage of its skyrocketing value. But before we dive in, let me ask, when was the last time you actually looked at the pennies sitting in your coin jar? Exactly. That pause right there might just cost or save you millions. Let's rewind the clock. The year is 2013. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, most stamped with mint marks from Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But a small number of coins slipped through with no mint mark at all. At the time, almost nobody noticed. After all, who pays attention to pennies? But here's where it gets exciting. Fast forward a decade, and collectors discovered that these era coins, particularly those in pristine condition, were selling for jaw-dropping sums at auction. The rarest examples have fetched as high as $3.40 million. Now pause for a moment and feel that. Imagine holding something so small, so ordinary, yet so powerful it could pay off your mortgage, cover your retirement, or even allow you to pass on a legacy to your children and grandchildren. And here's the fear I have to plant in your mind: most people spend these coins without knowing it. Every day, someone is handing away a fortune disguised as a penny. Imagine the heartbreak of realizing your $1,000,000 future just bought a cup of coffee. Pattern interrupt here. You know what's funny? A penny can't even buy a stick of gum anymore, yet one of these can buy you a luxury home on the beach. That's irony at its finest, isn't it? But let's not laugh too long, because the clock is ticking. As awareness spreads, fewer and fewer of these coins remain in circulation. Once collectors snatch them up, the window to profit slams shut forever. So how do you know if you've got the right coin? Look for a 2013 Lincoln penny without a mint mark under the date. If it's in flawless condition, no scratches, no wear, you could be sitting on a multi-million-dollar treasure. Even slightly worn examples can sell for staggering amounts compared to their face value. Now here's the cliffhanger. Some experts believe we've only scratched the surface of what these coins might be worth. As bidding wars intensify and millionaires compete to own the rarest of the rare, values could climb even higher. Imagine checking today and it's worth $3.4 million, then a year from now, it doubles again. But only those who act, who search, who get their coins appraised now, will be in the position to cash in. So let me leave you with this. You can either keep seeing pennies as spare change, or you can see them as the golden keys to financial freedom. The choice is yours, and remember, wealth isn't just about money. It's about the lifestyle it unlocks. The peace of retiring early. The joy of helping your family. The freedom of never worrying about bills again. So go check your coins. Because the next penny you hold could be the one that changes your life forever. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button, share it with a friend who collects coins, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries that could put serious money in your pocket. Don't just watch others get rich. Make sure you're ready when fortune drops a penny at your feet. Imagine this. You're holding a simple penny. A coin you've probably spent thousands of times without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of those tiny copper coins from 1989, a coin with no mint mark, has sold for an unbelievable $3.3 million? Yes, a single cent worth more than most homes in America. Now let me ask you, have you ever checked the pennies in your drawer, or the jar tucked away in your garage? Because if not, you could be sitting on a life-changing fortune without even knowing it. And before you say, well, my luck is so bad the only thing I'll find is lint and a button, stay with me, because this story could literally change the way you look at every penny in your pocket. Back in 1989, the U.S. Mint struck billions of Lincoln cents. Most were ordinary, worth exactly 1 cent. But hidden among them, a rare handful emerged without a mint mark. At first glance, these look like everyday coins, nothing special. But coin collectors know better. Because this tiny detail, the absence of that mint mark, turns a common penny into one of the rarest treasures in U.S. history. Now here's where fear comes in. Thousands of Americans have unknowingly spent these pennies, handing over fortunes at gas stations, grocery stores, or dropping them in vending machines. Imagine being the person who unknowingly spent millions of dollars on a soda. And in just a moment, I'll reveal exactly how to tell if your 1989 penny is the $3.3 million version, so don't blink. Because if you miss this, you might just walk past your retirement fund lying at the bottom of your couch cushions. So how do you know if your penny is the jackpot coin? Step 1. Check the front. If you see a clean obverse with no mint mark under the year 1989, you may already be in luck. Step 2. Condition matters. Coins graded at MS-67 or higher are where the millions are made. Collectors pay extraordinary amounts because flawless examples are almost impossible to find. And when one of these rare 1989 no mint mark Lincoln cents surfaced at auction, it shattered expectations, selling for $3.3 million. That's not a fantasy, that's history. Think about what that kind of money could mean. No more debt. A home paid in cash. The ability to leave behind a legacy for your children and grandchildren. All from a penny most people would never even notice. But here's the real kicker. The 1989 penny isn't the only one worth millions. In fact, there are several other Lincoln cents hiding in plain sight, each capable of rewriting your financial future. And in my next video, I'll show you exactly which years to look for. So tonight, when you empty your pockets, don't ignore that penny. Check it. Because in a world where opportunity can vanish in an instant, the difference between throwing away 1 cent and holding on to $3.30 million is knowledge. This is more than coin collecting. It's about discovering hidden wealth and seizing the chance to live the life you've always dreamed of. The question is, will you take that chance or let it slip through your fingers? Imagine this. You've been holding on to a tiny copper penny from 1970. Maybe it's sitting in a jar, maybe tucked away in an old wallet. Now what if I told you that this ordinary-looking coin could be worth more than $3.2 million today? Yes, you heard me right. 1 cent transforming into a fortune big enough to change your life. But here's the real fear. Most people will spend it without ever knowing its true value. Could you already have held this penny in your hand and let it slip away? And before you run to flip over every penny in your piggy bank, wait. Don't go dumping that jar on the kitchen table just yet. Let me guide you, because if you don't know what to look for, you might mistake a life-changing treasure for just pocket change. Inspirational storytelling with seamless transitions. The year is 1970. America is shifting, Vietnam protests in the streets, the Apollo mission still fresh in our memories, and the Lincoln penny continuing its long legacy since 1909. But something unusual happened with some of these coins struck in Philadelphia. A number were minted without a mint mark. Now here's the fascinating part. Mistakes in minting, known as error coins, can skyrocket in value. The 1970 no-mint mark penny is one of those rare survivors. While billions of pennies were churned out, only a handful without the mint mark slipped through undetected. That's what makes them so powerful in today's collector's market. Think about it, a coin that cost the government just 1 cent to create, now standing as a millionaire's trophy piece. It's the ultimate underdog story, proof that wealth doesn't always come from where you expect it. Isn't that the kind of story we all dream of being part of? And here's where it gets even more thrilling. The grading of these coins, the tiny scratches, the shine, the preservation, can mean the difference between a $10 curiosity or a $3.2 million windfall. So what should you be looking for? First, turn that coin over. Does it lack a mint mark just below the date? That's your starting point. But don't celebrate just yet. Condition is king. A coin graded at MS65 or higher, meaning it looks almost flawless even under magnification, can fetch those multi-million-dollar prices at auction. Collectors, investors, even hedge funds are watching this market. Why? Because rare coins have historically outperformed stocks, gold, and even real estate during certain decades. The window of opportunity is here, but it won't last forever. Each year, fewer of these coins remain in pristine condition. Now, don't start shining your coins with toothpaste or kitchen polish, unless you want to turn a $1 million penny into a 5-cent disaster. Trust me, professional grading is the only way to go. So here's the real question. Could you be sitting on a fortune hidden in your spare change? And if you found it, would you hold it as an heirloom, or cash it in for a brand new lifestyle? The 1970 no-mint mark Lincoln penny teaches us one thing: great wealth can hide in plain sight. It's about recognizing opportunities when others overlook them. So before you dismiss that small, worn coin in your drawer, take a closer look. It may just be the ticket to your financial freedom.